Happy Friday, everybody. Michael LaFido coming to you live. This is another episode of Luxury Fridays. You're in the right place if you're a broker owner, a team leader, if you're an individual agent, whether you're a newer agent or a seasoned veteran. There's going to be something for everybody on this show. Additionally, we do have consumers. We have people buying, selling homes, sometimes pop in with some questions. We have builders, developers. So all things real estate. However, we do primarily talk about luxury, but it does apply to all price points. So we are coming to you live today and looking forward to fielding questions. Give me 1 second as we go live on our Instagram as well. We are going live and reminding them of the same ideas and same concepts that we're going to teach you. So guys, those that are on Instagram, feel free to go to Luxury Fridays and click on the top tab, which is our live stream. So if you haven't done so already, make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're watching this on YouTube, or go to YouTube and click on Marketing Luxury Group. Search Marketing Luxury Group, hit that subscribe button so you will be notified in real time of upcoming shows as well as upcoming interviews. For example, later today, I'm interviewing a top agent in the Tampa area, and she's going to share her story. We all have turbulence in our life. She went through some turbulent times. She rebranded herself, and she's doing awesome. It's going to be a very inspiring story, and we'll be streaming live later today. But if you subscribe to Marketing Luxury Group, you would be notified of that upcoming training. So let me know where you're watching from, and we are looking forward to having you today. A couple things on our show. We literally just got back from New York, New Jersey yesterday. It was great to be out at a real estate conference again and see so many colleagues. You know, I do believe that when you do attend these trainings, not just from a networking standpoint, but also sharing best practices. Sometimes you hear it called LobbyCon because some of the best conversations and relationships are built at these conferences, and sometimes before the sessions or after the sessions, and sometimes during the sessions. So if you ever heard the term LobbyCon, that's what that stands for. So I sat in some conferences, some breakout sessions on crypto and blockchain, as well as some other marketing breakout sessions, and it was very helpful. And going to be having some guests on. It was that helpful. Before I forget, in literally 19 days, actually 20 days, but in Thursday, May 12th, luxurydesignation.com. We're going to be doing our full day training at an exclusive country club. It's not too late to sign up. It's literally, I think, going to be the luxury event of the year. And literally amazing content, great experience, great networking. We got people flying in from various organizations, and we'll have a lot of people from the Chicagoland market as well. So that's going to be on Thursday, May 12th. Agents that attend, they'll get a video book. Okay, they'll get a video book, they'll get a copy of our book and some other items, as well as they'll be certified in luxury and get access to our LUXE designation university for 1 full year. So that's coming up literally in less than 3 weeks. And then at the end, to conclude our training, we are going to have some live entertainment. We're going to have the Blues Brothers, Jake and Elwood. They have been featured in commercials and Super Bowls and the Bulls games. They're the Blues Brothers impersonators, and they literally will be kicking off happy hour, open bar at Medina. And then on day two of the training, so on 3 weeks from today, on May 13th, we'll be touring a mansion 3 weeks from today, right at this time. And we are finalizing those details. We'll be touring 2, perhaps 3 mansions. And it's a hands-on experience. So instead of a bunch of theory, literally everything that we taught the day before, you're going to be field testing it as far as, hey, if this was your listing, what are some best practices? What do you recommend? If this was your listing, what would you highlight? What would you accentuate? What would you downplay? And that's what our job is as marketers. We need to know what the consumer's looking for, and we need to downplay the least favorable and up, and really hype up what today's buyers are looking for. So we have some great sponsors, Main Street Organization of Realtors, and uh, our premium sponsor is going to be Guaranteed Rate and John Nolden's team. But we have title companies have committed, and we have marketing companies. We have a president of a huge associations flying in for it. It's literally going to be amazing. And you can go to luxurydesignation.com for more information, luxurydesignation.com. Again, chime in, let me know where you guys are watching from. I can see which platform you're watching from. So I have Eric. Eric was at my training yesterday. Thanks, Eric, for the shout out. I was in New Jersey yesterday for New World Title. They had an event called Family Feud where they had, I think, 16 competing brokerages. And it was a great event. New World Title put that on. And that was yesterday. So again, looking forward to the event coming up in a few weeks. Today we're going to be talking about listing packages. So here we are on a Friday. Again, Luxury Fridays will come to you next week at Friday again, same time. 85-90% of the time we'll always be on a Friday at the same time unless there's a conflict. So next Friday we will be coming to you same time, same place, 11 a.m. Central, noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. Luxury Fridays, and we have people coming on these shows. We're going to have guests. Thank you, Timberly. Shout out from Maine. How's Maine this time of year? It's beautiful. I want to go out to Maine in the fall. Here it's gorgeous. I'd love to hear how you guys heard about us as well. And please, we are hoping to bring you guys a lot of value. If you want me to talk about a topic, please chime in, let me know, and we will literally cover a topic that you guys are hoping to hear more about. Again, I just typed in the comment section, by the way, if you would like me to bring you on camera and you want to ask a question live, please do so. You can literally ask a question live. That's what that's what this is all about. So please jump on here, and we'd love to hear you guys jump on the camera. I am just typing a note to a group that I'm part of that we're streaming this part of. So right now we are literally streaming this to various groups, various organizations, and literally we are going to have people jumping on here. Hopefully we'll have a decent amount of live guests. Those of you that are watching on Instagram, go to luxuryfridays.com, click on the top link. You'll be redirected over to our live stream where I can bring you on camera or you can ask questions, because I can't bring you on Instagram. All right. So Belvedere, Illinois, home of the Belvedere. Is it Don's? What is your high school mascot? Been to Belvedere before. All right. Again, this is the link. I displayed it on the screen. This is the link. If you want to come on to camera, literally click on that link. If you're driving, don't click and drive, but be careful. I can bring you on audio, but no bad questions here. Please ask them. So today we're going to be talking about listing packages, and literally there's things that you can do to differentiate yourself before the appointment. So here we are on a Friday. Let's say you have an appointment tomorrow afternoon on a Saturday. You want to win the listing. How do you win the listing? How do you differentiate yourself? Well, in previous shows and future episodes, we'll talk more about pre-listing packages. What can you do to differentiate yourself before the appointment? And today we're going to be talking about what can you do to differentiate yourself on the appointment. So I believe one of the first things you can do is I'm a big video brochure guy. Show up differently. You know, there's 1.6 million real estate agents out there, right? Everybody knows a real estate agent. So what are you doing to differentiate yourself versus the competition, versus agents in your own office? Because maybe that seller's interviewing yourself and they're interviewing somebody else from your office. What are you doing to differentiate yourself from maybe another broker that they're interviewing? So that's the key, differentiate. And if you have questions, please type them in or click on the link in the comment section, and we'll be happy to bring you on. Again, Luxury Fridays. My name is Michael LaFido. We got some questions coming in already. All right. So let's start with questions. So Susan, thanks for jumping in. And Susan, you are from New Jersey, and you have quite a number of leads from million or multi-million dollar price point, but do not have the history in this market to maximize the potential. So in other words, you don't have the track record. You don't have the portfolio of selling those type of price points. So what can you do as an agent to convert more prospects? Is that what you're asking? That's a great question. So I talk about a term, maybe you've heard this term yesterday. For those of you, I'm assuming, Susan, you were at my training session for New World Title yesterday. So perhaps you've heard the term OPP, other people properties, okay? You can leverage other people's properties until you have your own, okay? And so what I mean by other people's properties is, Susan, what brokerage are you with? If you're not, if you don't mind typing that in, and that will be helpful. So while I wait for Susan to answer that, we're going to help Susan on the spot what she can do, because she has leads and we want her to convert those prospects to clients. So Susan asked, from a marketing standpoint, what can I do to stand out and get in front of these leads? I'm used to selling $1 million price points from a prior career, okay? But she's just new to real estate. So first off, Susan, what I would do is I would leverage your previous experience, whatever you did, interior design work, if you worked for a developer, whatever it might be, take those practices, take that experience that you had and leverage that, okay? So don't be afraid to talk about your previous career and how it's helped you to where you are today, and how that previous career will make you even a better agent than perhaps an agent that didn't have that, okay? So again, you are getting leads, but how do you convert those leads? That's a great question. And Susan, if you don't mind chiming in, let me know what brokerage you're with, and I could kind of customize this Q&A. So these are the type of questions. So right now I'm answering Susan's question, but I hope I'm answering a lot of questions that you might be struggling with as well. Limiting beliefs, self-doubt, or heck, I don't have as many sold properties as the other person. And so this is something that Susan asked, but it's the same question that many people are asking. Okay. So again, German, great to see you. Thanks for jumping on again. You're a regular. Again, the more questions we get, again, we will do to try to get people to interact more. Those of you that are watching live, for anybody that asks a question today, you'll be entered into a raffle to get the digital version of our objection handling playing cards. 52 cards. I'm not going to physically send you these, but I'll send you the digital version, so you'll get my objection handling playing cards, the digital version, for asking a question. So Susan, we'll send those out to you because you asked a great question, and you're with EXP. Okay, so thanks for that. So what I would do is I would see if there's other EXP agents in New Jersey that have sold high-end and luxury homes, and get their permission, of course, but ask them to post their successes. So they have a new listing, post about it, tag that agent. If they had a sale, tag that agent. Maybe bring that luxury agent on an appointment with you. Um, those are some things that we do as well. We help agents differentiate themselves. We have agents that go through our course. I mentioned it earlier. We have a course coming up in 3 weeks, luxurydesignation.com. We are doing an in-person event, fly out to Chicago. Now, if that date doesn't work for you guys, then we also offer an on-demand designation training, and that's just Luxury Listing Specialist. If you go to luxurylistingspecialist.com, literally, you can go through the 16 modules and at your own pace. And then what happens is you will gain your knowledge, and your confidence will grow. And we might even be able to work with you on a property like that. So if Susan goes on a big appointment, before she goes on an appointment, she brings us on and we'll help you. So thank you. And thank you for the great feedback. Someone on Facebook just said it's a great course. So leveraging what EXP has done in your market. If they don't have a track record of selling high-end and luxury properties, then being part of the Lux brand, being part of what we teach will help you. You can leverage Lux. You can leverage what we've built. You can leverage, for example, the video book that I showed on the screen earlier. This video book is a way to differentiate. And people that come to our live event in 3 weeks, you're going to literally get this video book that you're looking at on the screen right now. It will have the Lux logo. You'll be certified in luxury, and it will have an endorsed message from us. So those are some things that you can do. So again, hopefully they're pre-sold on you, but you can't make the assumption that they watched the email, that they read the text, you dropped off a package ahead of time. You can't make that assumption. So you should have some really cool print collateral as well. Print collateral, not just all digital, but you got to have print collateral. So literally, one of the things that we do is we send our books ahead of time. I've written a lot of books. I wrote a book for the consumer, which is called Marketing Luxury. Okay. We do offer a package, by the way, if you want to be a contributor, but Marketing Luxury is a book that we wrote, and that's geared towards the home seller and the problem with most agents. Okay. So that we send in our package, and then we do some print collateral. We have a big book, a big binder, literally, that we send ahead of time. And it's a binder. When you open it up, it's got a lot of our collateral in there. It's a way to differentiate yourself. Now, I've had people say, well, Mike, that's wasting paper. Do people even look at it? Well, you're looking to differentiate yourself. Do you need a big listing package to get the listing? No. Does it help in some circumstances? Yes. I think I mentioned to you earlier, I had sold an executive's home. It wasn't Staples, but it was a former executive CEO of a big time company. And he was a great client, open to suggestions. And so on that appointment, the client said to me, well, tell me a little bit more about your company. So at the time, I was with a boutique company that's #1 in Illinois. They're a great company, had a great experience, nothing bad to say about them at all, called At Properties. And so at that listing appointment, he says, I noticed you don't have a whole lot about At Properties on your website. And I said, you know what, you're right. But I didn't, I'm going to show you my website here. If you guys have any, if you want to go to that website later, you certainly can, but you'll notice you're the brand as an agent. You're the brand, okay? Your brokerage should help support you, but you are the brand. Now, if you're a newer agent, you gotta leverage the brand because you don't have that track record. But if you go to luxchicagolandhomes.com, that's my website as a real estate agent. I'm a licensed real estate agent in the state of Illinois. For those of you that are tuning in live, my name is Michael LaFido. I'm the founder of the LUXE designation, LUXE. I'm also the author of several books, including Luxury Listing Specialist. This is probably our flagship product. It's on Amazon. By the way, we could always use more reviews. So if you've invested in our book or you came to our trainings before and you have our book, please leave us a comment, leave us a like, leave us a review. Or if you're listening to our podcast, please do the same. So again, you want to differentiate yourself. And so on this appointment, I didn't have any print collateral at all about the new company that I was joining. And he still hired me because he did his due diligence on me. I was a referral. And so again, you want to differentiate yourself, but don't think you need this big box, to get the listing. Okay. You don't need a big box of collateral, but does it help? It helps if you're up against somebody else that they like and they like you. The print collateral a lot of times can be the differentiator. And our podcast, by the way, I mentioned it earlier, that's just luxurylistingpodcast.com, luxurylistingpodcast.com. I typed it in the remarks, but we just yesterday released our episode, I believe episode 186. Yesterday, we released an episode with an agent. She's only been licensed a year and a half, and she has a current listing that's $6,995,000, called $7 million. She's got a $7 million listing, has never sold a home above $500,000 in her young career of a year and a half. And guess what? That listing's under contract. And so during the mansion tour, we did a class out in Denver in January of 2022. She nominated that house to be a backdrop for one of the mansion tours. And we gave Ashley some tips and suggestions, and she took those and she's incorporating video more, and we're helping her leverage that listing, and she's got it under contract since the class. So we're really excited for her. And that was our most recent episode 188, 186. And then our next episode is coming out. We release one episode a week. You can go to luxurylistingpodcast.com. Again, my name is Michael LaFido. Thanks for tuning in, guys, so far. And if you have any questions, type them in. I can see where you're watching. We are streaming this to LinkedIn, to Twitter, to YouTube. Again, if you're watching this on YouTube, hit the subscribe button so you'll be notified of any of our upcoming videos, whether they're scheduled or we release a new educational video. Again, Luxury Fridays, each Friday, guys, we come to you live. Again, luxuryfridays.com. If you click on that top link, click on that top link when you go to Luxury Fridays, you'll see our upcoming episode. And next week we will be Friday, the 29th of April, coming to you live at 11 a.m. Central. All right. Any questions? Any questions? Anybody want to be brought on camera today? Again, anybody want to be brought on camera? If you want to be brought on camera, remember, I typed in the link. It's real simple. You go to this link that's on the screen right now. You go to StreamYard.com. You don't need to download anything. All you need is, even if you don't have a camera, we can bring you on audio-wise. So let's get back. Oh, we got another question here. Good morning from Gurnee. So when you're a new broker and don't have that trust value yet, then your suggestion is using your company as a trusted value. Very good, Lisa. Yes. To build trust takes time, but there's trust in brands, right? Why do people spend $5 for a cup of coffee from Starbucks versus $1 from McDonald's? Maybe they trust the brand or the experience. So if you don't have the track record of selling high-end and luxury homes in this example, or selling homes, leverage your brand, leverage your brokerage, leverage your team leader. One of the benefits of being on the Michael LaFido group or the LUXE group is I let my team members leverage our listings. They can post about them. Okay, they can work our open houses. That's something that they can do. By the way, our brand is growing. Our brand is growing. If you are interested in hearing more about our brand and what we're doing, not just in Illinois, but we're in all 50 states and in 21 countries, you can simply go to joinluxegroup.com, join Lux Group, no obligation, but schedule a meeting with me, reach out to me privately. I'd be happy to talk to you about why I left the #1 company in Illinois and we're growing. Our team is, and just last month in March, I saved over $40,000 in commissions just in March alone. You can go to joinluxegroup.com, joinluxegroup.com. All right, let's get back to the image on the screen. You want to differentiate yourself. You want to show up differently, of course. Um, whether you're a male, I would suggest maybe you show up with a female. If you're a female, show up with a male. If you're a younger agent, show up with a more seasoned veteran agent. If you're a seasoned veteran agent, you might want to come with a younger agent. They're going to do their due diligence on you, right? So you have to be optimized online. You could literally have the best listing package in the world. You can have a great, a great leave behind, some great materials on you and your team, and literally, you could talk about how you've been in the press and the media. You can have some really cool leave behinds on what you do for the community and your strategy, all that. This is one of the things that we leave behind. This is great. But it means nothing. I'm all about showing up differently. I literally show up with things that my appraiser shows up. It's like an accordion. You want to get their attention, drop this on a kitchen table. So show up differently is really important, whether that be your pre-listing package, whether it be digital. There's some great ones out there. I know Coldwell Banker's got great one. At Properties Locally does. We come up with some great digital packages. We have some really cool digital packages. Why they should hire us. 7 reasons they should hire the Michael LaFido group. We show up with our video books. We're big into video, so we incorporate video a lot. Okay, video's not going away. So literally, I'm going to show you my. So if I was going on a listing appointment, and I would literally tell the seller, Mr. Seller, if you hire us, this is an example of a video if you were to hire us. So then, we could show this is a house I'm marketing for $6.5 million. They just tore down the house next door, which is an eyesore. But if you hire us, Mr. Seller, this is one of the things that we'll do. I'm going to lower this. This is the video brochure that you'll be getting if you come to our designation event in Chicago in 3 weeks. By the way, go to luxurydesignation.com. If you want to host an upcoming event, reach out to me. There are some requirements, but reach out to me. So again, this is one example, Mr. Seller, if you hire me. And then I show another example. And then this is a video that we sold in River Forest, which is just about under 20 miles outside of Chicago. When that seller hired us, Mr. Seller, there hadn't been a sale above $2 million in 7 years. We incorporated a train in this house. This house had a train like Ricky Schroeder. So again, we are in a show and tell industry. There's the train right there, Mr. Seller. We'll do something similar to you. We'll highlight your backyard. If the house has got, this is a house that we brought in literally $2.5 million worth of vehicles, 3 Lamborghinis, 2 Rolls Royce. This video had over 250,000 views. This is the previous example of what the agent had. Cheesy elevator music, okay? Still photos. This was the highest sale ever in my hometown, Wheaton, Illinois. Upbeat music. My friends at Chicago Motor Cars gave me their vehicle for the video. That was the owner's Porsches. This was a house that we marketed 6 years ago. It had a cool barn. Okay, show and tell. This was a house that we sold that backed up to Chicago Golf Course, and we incorporated the homeowner's narration. The owner.
I think we had started the process of building before I realized Marywood backed up to Chicago Golf. And that's when I saw this lot. And the fact that it was Chicago Golf, the oldest 18-hole course in the country, one of the most exclusive golf courses in the country. I walked back here, and just so pretty. So I came home, I said, we're moving.
So again, incorporating the seller. And so I would show this video and say, Mr. Seller, you know your home better than anybody else. So what, kind of like David Letterman, your top 10 reasons, give me 10 or 5 or 15 bullet points on why you fell in love with this house or the location, or, and have the seller tell the story. So can you imagine when I show up on a listing appointment for a unique home that I already know I'm going to incorporate video, how I've differentiated myself. I showed up differently. Jack Trout says differentiate or die. I've heard somebody say differentiate or charge less. So whatever you do, whether you know, you have a small restaurant, somebody watching live, you're a mortgage person, somebody watching live, you have a small business, differentiate yourself from the competition. And that's really the goal of today's training, is differentiate yourself. I do want to put somebody commented on my Instagram. They sent me a note, but they asked me about the shirt I'm wearing. I'm wearing a shirt from my Luxury Specialist gear. This is one of our favorite shirts, and we have literally, I think we have 7 or 8 different designs. You can go to luxuryspecialistgear.com. You can buy my objection handling playing cards at luxuryspecialistgear.com as well. I want to make sure I share that because people have asked me in the past. All right. From Austin, Diana, you were teaching an online class. Oh, thank you. You bought my book. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that, Diane. When did I do a training online? We do have plenty of classes in Texas. We have 4 classes approved for CE. We have 2 in Florida. We have 1 in Georgia, and hopefully we're going to be getting approved here in the state of Illinois shortly, but luxuryspecialistgear.com. So thank you for that. Those that are watching on Instagram, go to our YouTube channel, go to YouTube and go to Marketing Luxury Group, hit subscribe. You'll watch this live just like you're doing now, but you can ask me questions, or go to luxuryfridays.com, Luxury Fridays. So again, we want you to differentiate yourself. So we're talking about listing packages. Do you need a big listing package to differentiate yourself? Oh, thank you. I got Steve watching live. Steve's with Land Trust Title. They're one of our sponsors. They're one of our sponsors for the event in 3 weeks. Land Trust Title. I'll give you some love here. I'm not sure if Carmen's watching, but she gave me this Land Trust swag. So thank you for the shout out, guys. Appreciate your support. All right. So any other questions? Any other questions on listing packages? Again, do you need them? Is it helpful? Yes. It will differentiate yourself? Yes. But again, I use the story. I sold a $2.5 million property. It was a gorgeous home. I'll try to bring it on the screen if I can. And well, before I do that, let me do that for you. I'm going to, all right, so I'm going to show you that. So somebody asked about my website earlier, so I'll show you my website. So I hope I can do this. Let me share screen, do that. Let me try to do this here. All right, so let me try to. Wow, this is going to be messed up. Hold on for a second. There we go. I'm going to share screen too. So this is our website. Some people have asked about our website in the past. So Lux Chicagoland Homes, this is our website. I'm a big believer in video. You need to have video to differentiate yourself. At the top, you'll see the tab, Our Properties. You'll see Home Search. You'll see Neighborhoods, Video Gallery, press and media. We've had, knock on wood, we've had some fortunate to have some great press and media. This was that former CEO's home that I was telling you about. We spoke at the LGBTQ Alliance conference in December, which is down here. I spoke at a crypto conference. I spoke at a mortgage conference called EPM, shared the stage with some rock stars. We've been featured in various publications. But if you go to our properties tab, you'll see some properties that we've sold. You'll see our blog here. So you definitely want to differentiate yourself from the competition. That's the key here, okay? Now, somebody asked about our luxury designation event that we have coming up in 19 days. Literally, you see it here. If you go to luxurydesignation.com, if you scroll down, you can watch the video from me. You can find out more about the hotel and all that. But watch this video. By the way, it's a $797 investment. Literally, we're going to be throwing in a bunch of bonus items, but watch this Napa video. If this doesn't get you fired up about our live event, I don't know what will. So that's our Napa event that we did recently. You should have video for you and your team, not just properties. I know at home that are watching on Instagram, you should go to our YouTube channel because the service I use doesn't stream it. So go to luxuryfridays.com and click on the top link, and you'll be on my YouTube channel where you guys can see my screen.
They're going to be fired up. They're going to have tools and resources to differentiate themselves. There's 1.45 million realtors.
So this is the event we did, but check out this mansion tour. We're going to do a mansion tour.
We're going to get out there and sell these $1 million homes like nothing.
Hell yes. We just had an awesome time learning from Michael, who is the bomb, about so many distinctions about luxury agents, about just making.
I thought this guy was going to spill his wine.
Standing out with your clients and giving them better service. So, cheers.
Cheers
to Michael LaFido and that winery, and wish you were here.
So this is going to be day 2. On Friday, May 13th, we're going to tour some mansions, not in Napa, but in Chicago. But this is what we did. We're going to take some buses and we'll tour the mansions. We got permission that you guys can take photos and video. And this is what we did. This was an $18 million property. And then we toured another property after that.
I'm wrong. Thanks, guys.
Prove them wrong is my motto. Prove them wrong. And will you be the next luxury specialist in your market? So I believe you will be if you put your mind to it. I believe anything is possible. So that is I'm pausing that. That is our upcoming event. I'm really excited to be talking to you guys about that. So you need to have really good visuals. You got to have good visuals when you are using marketing. This is straight from my friends over at Keeping Current Matters. My friends at Keeping Current Matters provided this slide, and they talk about retention after 3 days. So if you are meeting with a buyer, you're meeting with a seller, and you just talk the whole time and get to know them, that's awesome. But have some good visuals and tell some stories, because if you just talk only, they'll remember 10% after 3 days. If you talk and show them, they'll remember 35% after 3 days. If you talk, show them, and tell some stories or examples, they'll remember 2/3. So be a great storyteller, okay? Like Steve Jobs, who passed away from Apple, he talked about this. This is straight from Steve Jobs' presentation. You know, if you just say the word bird, but if you talk about a story about a bird, they'll remember it. Okay, so tell good stories, and that's what we're going to help you at on Luxury Fridays. We hope to tell you guys good stories that you can remember. All right. Oh yeah, hey, that video, the Colhane groups, my friend and good friend Brian Colhane and my good friend brother Matt Colhane, he produced that video. So shout out to Matt Colhane. Thank you for that. And Brian Colhane. They are doing some amazing things. So Susan asked, at the luxury listing specials trainings, are they available to individual agents, broker owners, team leaders? Who are they for? They're for all the above. So we have a lot of individual agents that come to these events. We have teams that will send multiple people. We have brokerages. I just helped a brokerage last week in Miami launch their luxury division, and they used our course as the catapult to do that. So shout out to Tony Martinez and Extreme Realty, International Realty. They launched their luxury division last week, and our course was a requirement to do that. So individual, teams and brokerages? Great question, Susan. And anybody that gets our designation, you're going to get access to all 16 modules. All 16 modules, you'll get access to that. And literally, what happens? Oh, we got some people coming on. Oh, I got Matt, my videographer. I'm going to bring Matt on. Hold on, I got to give him a shout out. He created that video. Can you hear me?
Hey, what's up, Michael?
Hey, buddy, how are you?
Good to hear you. Good to see you. Yeah,
Hey, good to be on.
I was listening to you talk about the LUXE designation, and they're so much fun. I've been to 3 of them now, and
Yes.
I really get to see how much everyone loves it. The vibe there. Everyone walks out of there like, that was so amazing. I learned so much. Learning from Michael is the best. And just I love your energy when you're out there. Talking to the crowd. I can see how much you love it. It's really fun. I really enjoy being there.
Well, thank you. And yes, and Matt has recently renewed his license, right? You're Colorado?
Yeah, I'm licensed in Colorado. I live in Scottsdale, but yeah, I actually just got a referral actually about to happen at the end of the month too. So I'm excited about that.
Well, that's one of the great things about this industry is, he can be licensed in Colorado, but he can refer to all 50 states or another country. And that's not just for him, that's for anybody that's watching. Real estate is one of those professions where you can refer out business and legally and get referral fees. So you can't do that in the title and the lending business. My understanding is, but in real estate you can. So yeah, Matt, we're going to be, I know your brother's from Chicago. I hope he can make it, but I know there's some conflicts. Not everybody can attend these in-person events. So Susan had asked, and you can stick around and feel free to be my co-host here as we bring it in, or if you just wanted to jump in and I can let you go.
A couple more minutes. I'm just hanging out, waiting for someone to come by the house.
Nice. So we have 2 packages with our designation. We have silver and gold, Susan. Most people, they get silver, and you get access to all our trainings, all our modules. You get certified, you get the content, you get the Facebook group, you get the logo. Some people want the actual materials. They want the done for them. So we offer a package that's $1,000 more, where you get access to over 275 templates, Word docs, MP3s, MP4s, PDFs. And so that is what our gold package does. Okay. Yes, Matt does. By the way, she's giving you a shout out. Yes, Matt does a lot of the trainings through the Colhane groups, and that's Haas Pratt trainings all week. And that's one of the things that our organization does. That's why I put that up there earlier, the Join LUXE group. If you guys have more curious as to what we offer, we definitely offer some really cool trainings 5 days a week. You guys can go to joinluxegroup.com for more information on that. Joinluxegroup.com. Our designations are brand agnostic. So in other words, we have agents that come from Sotheby's, Coldwell Banker, Keller Williams, EXP, independent boutiques. There's something for everybody. And we get people that are in the mortgage industry that sit through the training and they learn a ton. So,
well, hey, Michael, can I speak to your template package and your branding package stuff?
Yes, please.
I'm the director of branding, media and branding for Colhane Groups, which is just kind of an organization of our 3,000 people in EXP. But we do a lot of branding, we do a lot of stuff helping people build up their a cohesive brand image or brand identity. So you offering that, is so valuable and so powerful. Having those templates, because people don't have time to create them themselves, or if they do, it's tough to get them all to look the same, without having that experience or that know-how. So you offering that to people is super, super powerful. And I would recommend, having that kind of thing for your business, having a super, super clean, luxurious looking, beautiful brand image or brand identity is really going to help you stand out to these luxury clients.
Well, I appreciate that. And, during our luxury trainings, we're going to talk about on our Luxury Fridays. Again, I like offering free for the vast majority, right? And then those that are dedicated and they're determined to increase their average sale price, we offer other packages where you get more access to us, more access to deep dive on some of these content materials. So for our event that we did in Denver, I had a husband-wife couple. They're really nice. Judy Smith and Dave Smith, and they're with Remax. and they're more seasoned veteran agents, and they asked me about the language of luxury. In other words, hey, during your training you talked about languaging, and you're not a listing agent, you're a marketing agent, but there was some other languaging that they've taken other courses. They went more into say this instead of that. And I told them, I want you guys to be natural on your appointments. I don't want you to overthink.
Authenticity is huge. People, they can tell when you're not being authentic.
Yeah, when you're worried too much about what you're saying or whatever, you're absolutely right. So be authentic, be you. People want you in the world of fake news and fake this. Be you. Okay, be you. Just like
I was
Matt
gonna say
Nagy.
something too, real quick. We had that event with the Cardones on Wednesday. We did a free Q&A for about 200 people. We put it together in about 2 hours, and we all just got into 200 people packed in a room for about 85. Everyone got to just ask questions and stuff. But he kind of talked something that I think is important to what you just said, and he said he offers about 20% of the stuff he gives out you have to pay for. He gives about 80% of it away for free. But what he says is free is going to cost you money. What you pay for is going to make you money. And I thought that was super powerful when I heard him say that.
Oh, that's so. One more time, free is going to cost you money.
Yeah, free is going to cost you money, but the things you pay for are going to make you money.
Yeah. Invest in, like I like using the word invest, just like when you're talking to a seller. So like if Matt was a seller and he's talking to me about, and Matt's got very neutral wall colors, but let's say Matt had really bold colors on his walls and really decorative window treatments, I would talk about the small investments that you make, Mr. Seller, in this case Matt, will help get you a better ROI. So although I don't have a problem with your pink wallpaper, it doesn't matter about what I think. It matters is what the consumer thinks. And so market research suggests today's buyers and sellers, but today's buyers, they want turnkey. And so they want to be able to move into your home, and most buyers can't visualize. And so they see your clutter, they see all your paintings, they see this. So neutralization is really key. So
right, like really putting some high-end staging furniture in your house is going to get you a better price, and when it comes said and done to the closing, versus your old stuff or some stuff you found in a storage unit, some free stuff, and some the stuff you're going to invest in is going to make you more money in the end.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. So some really some good points. And Matt, I appreciate you jumping on today.
Awesome.
Next week, same time, same place, Matt. Just telling you now.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, I'm going to be out. I'm going to be traveling next Friday. I'll try and jump on if I can.
Okay.
But yeah, thanks for having me on, Michael. I just want to pop in, say hi, say how much I love learning from you and watching your stuff, and appreciate everything you do for our organization as well as everyone else.
So, I appreciate you. Thank you, sir.
All right, take care, Michael.
All right, peace. All right, so I want to show you guys real quick because somebody asked this. Real quick, the designation is literally 16 modules, and I'm gonna drop this into the the chat feature so you guys can see this yourself. But it's 16 modules. You can find out more about the different packages, what it is, what it isn't. But that's the designation about LUXE. You find out more about us, and you can go literally there. Or if you want to join us in a couple weeks, go to luxurydesignation.com. So I want to open it up for any questions, any answers. Again, today, those of you that are watching live, or if you're watching a replay, we're talking about listing packages. So you as an agent, you go on a listing appointment. What do you bring? Do you bring just a folder with your bio? Do you bring a big package? What are you bringing on the appointment? I like having some good visuals. So I'm grabbing some visuals. So give me an example here. Let me give you an example. So if you do some print marketing, Mr. Seller, you hire us. We'll do a neighborhood mailer. We're doing the cover of the real estate book. Maybe if you're syndicating your listings to a bunch of websites, you can have good visuals. Most people they need visuals, right? So you got to have good print and digital collateral. I hope this is helpful to you. Now, it's up to you if you want to get a video book. If you don't have any videos, what I teach agents, and let me go back to that slide deck. What I teach agents is if you don't have visuals, in other words, you don't have a video book or you don't have videos to upload, and you take our course, we upload videos that you can leverage and say, if you hire us, we'll produce something similar. And then you go to our group chat and our Facebook, say, help guys, where do I do this? Help, I'm based in Austin. What do I do? Okay. So that's going to be really important. You know, we're going to be having from time to time, we're going to have some rock star guests on. If you want to be a guest on one of our podcasts or one of our shows, just let me know that. I share that with you from the standpoint of Peter Liu attended our event in Denver. Peter Liu is a huge producer. His average sale price is $700,000. He was with Sotheby's. He attributes 3 nuggets from my training in January to $8 million in volume. 47 days later, we were having dinner and he shared that with me. 47 days from the event, he shared with me how he's got $8 million in volume because of 3 nuggets that I shared with him. And he was a top producer. If you're a newer agent, you're going to get 3 million nuggets. If you're a top producer, you might only get 3 new nuggets. But if you implement, Kim Jackson was at my event as well. She got some great nuggets. So if you guys are getting nuggets, this was the mansion that we took a picture of. This is that gal that I just had on my podcast listing. This is that $7 million listing that Ashley Tate I just interviewed on our podcast, and it released yesterday. This is Ashley Tate. Again, for that episode, literally, you just go to luxurylistingpodcast.com, luxurylistingpodcast.com. It's on your screen. You can listen to Ashley talk about how in a year and a half, when she's never sold anything above $500,000 in her career, you got to listen to the podcast on how she got this $7 million listing. All right. Any other questions? Any other questions? It's been a very interactive show, which is great. So again, this is the listing book. This is a differentiate. You can have some great print collateral. You can show up differently. If you're a male, show up with a female. If you're a female, show up with a male. I used to bring some really unique visuals like, hey, I have the comparables, or, you know, show up differently. I showed up with my stager for years. Okay. Have nice print collateral. Bring a book. Bring case studies, testimonials. I have this book. Where is it at? Forgive me, I'll find it in a second. Nope. I got to find my book. I have books that I bring. I have various before and after books. This is a house that I sold that had a lot of animals in it, not living animals, but taxidermists. So this is an example of how we neutralized a house that looked like a taxidermist lived there. They had literally over 100 animal heads in the family, over 30 animal heads in the family room alone. This was the before of the family room. This was the after. So you got to have great visuals on a listing appointment. You got to have different types of visuals. So this was a house that I was selling. I'm Italian, so I can say this, but it was very personalized based on this gentleman going to Europe a lot and bringing back materials. We neutralized. Okay, we neutralized. When I showed up, there was a lot of materials in his family room. We simplified. Okay, so this was a house that I sold that was very historic. I was the 3rd real estate agent. There's an old adage in real estate. You want to be the firstborn, the second wife, and the 3rd real estate agent. Why the 3rd real estate agent? Because by the time they list the 3rd time, they're more likely to make those changes and listen. So the previous agents did a great job, but they talked about the history of the home, the history. I have 3 kids. My kids don't care about the history. They care about lifestyle. What amenities does the house have? So we really highlighted more the amenities versus the brick and mortar. But we talked about the history, but we didn't lead with it. Okay, so your job is to accentuate the best features and downplay the least favorable. I hope this was helpful to you. I hope you guys are getting a ton from today's training. It was jam-packed, talking about listing packages. This is Luxury Fridays. I'm your host, Michael LaFido. Each Friday, we're coming to you live and we're tackling AMAs. That's what we call Ask Me Anything. So we had several AMA or Ask Me Anything on today's Luxury Friday. And we like to have guests come on as well, pop on and special guests on special topics. So today we had several AMA Ask Me Anything. We have those every Friday. Again, you guys can always reach out to me. My contact information, I'll make sure we include that as well. Let me, I'm looking for that right now. I'll throw that on here. Our contact information will be on here. And you guys can ask me anything at any given time. Shoot me an email, shoot me a text, and we can literally jump on. This is my contact information. It is displayed right now. It's coming to you. Take a picture of it if you're on your phone. But luxuryfridays.com, that's my email. Marketing Luxury Group is our consulting company. And again, until next time, if we don't have any other questions, my name is Michael LaFido. We look forward to helping you. If you have more questions about our group, our organization, you're curious as to, why I joined the company I did, please reach out to me. We're doing some really fun things, and we'll help you no matter which company you're with. That's what we're all about, raising the bar. Again, 20 years from now, 2 years from now, 2 days from now, you'll forget, hopefully not a lot, but you'll probably forget some things I talked about today, but you'll never forget how I made you feel. And so you'll never forget, others won't forget how you make them feel. So do more complimenting, build more others up. It's a good reminder for myself. We can always do better. Let's try doing better, and make it a great rest of your Friday. My name is Michael LaFido. Until next time, I appreciate everybody. Each Friday, we're coming to you live. We're streaming multiple platforms. If you want to be notified in real time, just go to youtube.com, and literally, if you click on our YouTube channel on youtube.com, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Literally, go to youtube.com. We'll do it in real time. If you go to youtube.com, literally click on the search bar, type in Marketing Luxury Group. And once you go to Marketing Luxury Group, boom, it takes you to my channel right here. And hit the subscribe button. In this case, I've subscribed to my own channel, but you can see I have live. You can see live right here, but you'll be notified. For example, in about 15 minutes, we're going to do a StreamYard. We're going to be promoting an event that we're doing later today. If you subscribe to my channel, you'll be notified how I'm going to be interviewing Holly Joy, who's a rock star agent. And she's going to be on our podcast, but we'll also be streaming it. My name is Michael LaFido. Make it a great Friday. And thanks to those watching. And we'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. And until next time, you're watching another episode of Luxury Fridays. I appreciate it, everybody. Take care.